Now let's cut a track key. I'm going to use the search menu to cut a key for a 2014 Honda Accord. So I select Vehicle Keys, Vehicle Make. I'll start typing Honda. I'm going to scroll down and select Honda USA, Accord, 2013 and newer. Notice the card is 805, the code series is K1 through N718. If I tap the green card, just like on the edge cut keys, it's going to show me the information here, the code series, the card, the spacing and depths, and the menu on the right-hand side is identical to what we just covered on the edge cut keys. I'll cut this key using the indirect code L267. So I'll tap code. In the code box, I'm going to tap L267. Again, tap the green magnifying glass. These are the cuts associated with that indirect code. I tap OK. Again, it shows me the cuts and gives me a picture of the cut key. Tap cut. And it shows an explanation of how to load the key. So we're going to remove the 01VA. Install clamp 01RA. We also have to remove the cutter, the 12L. And we're going to install the 01LW. Notice back on the screen, if you want to cut more than one key, for example, if your customer wants two, you just tap one piece or tap that box and change it to the number of keys that you want to cut. If you remember in the setup process, we check the box to display the cutting speed. At this point, it's important to note that OEM keys, especially the OEM keys coming from Asia, are made of a very hard nickel-silver alloy and can cause damage to the cutters if the speed of cut is not reduced. To reduce the speed, you just tap on the screen. The default is 100. I would recommend you cut it to 90. You could even cut it to 80. What that's going to do is extend the life of your cutter. It doesn't slow down the RPM, it just slows down the feed rate. The cutter will take less material with each pass and it'll make a few more passes. The cutting speed controls the y-axis, or the cuts this way. Where it says steps, that controls the cuts for the z-axis, or the cuts down on the key. The default is 2. Again, to extend the life of your cutter, you can tap that box and increase the number of steps that it takes to cut the z-axis. Once you make the changes on this card, every time you use this card, those changes will be in effect until you go back and physically change it. Track keys are clamped on the neck of the blade. Notice the pictures here, there's a right way and a wrong way. When you load the key, you need the key loaded all the way into the jaw, but since this is a tip stop, you don't want the tip going past the edge of the jaw. Clamp it in place, lower your screen, and tap start. Notice the cutter will come down and touch off on the top of the jaw to calibrate the z-axis. It'll also touch off on both sides of the blade and determine where the tip of the key is to begin cutting the key.